Good morning, everyone, or well, good evening, good afternoon, depending on what time zone you are in, because these games are so interesting that pretty much the entire world will just tune in. You're here on HeflaTV. My name is HeflaMoke, and casting with me is Coucher. We are here in the G1 challenge, the Mushi team versus Aero Gaming, and later today we're gonna have even Mineski and Regal. It is the second day of this challenge. Yesterday we already had 3 awesome games. One of them was casted by us, and yep, it was a ton of fun. Yesterday we only had Facebook and Twitter exposure pretty much. Today I was tirelessly pretty much working yesterday to get it on the tickers, and for you guys, I know you want to bet on games, and I tried my best. You have 2 betting sites you can choose from. It is on Dota 2 launch and it is on Dota 2 best YOLO, so have fun and see who gets some rares. Either way, Coucher, let's hop into the game. It's gonna be amazing.
I mean, the draft has unraveled pretty fast, to be honest. Gigabyte actually banning out an Invoker as well. I mean, Razor is 100% standard, but Invoker ban is definitely something you don't see, at least not in the first phase. Whereas Arrow, just Lycan and Doombringer, also just something you see like 90% of the games, I guess. But the picks, Gigabyte, going for an Ember Spirit and a Viper, leaving Arrow Gaming to just start with a Nature's Prophet. And are they going for more push now? Because otherwise, why would you pick the Nature's Prophet first?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like Invoker first ban, we haven't seen that in quite a while. And that leaves, for example, a Void. I think the Void has to be banned in the second game. Then again, we had yesterday one game where the Void got completely ignored through ban, through pick. It was wow, but okay. I mean, we still have so many options. Both drafts could go either way. Ember Spirit, Viper, so they save a mid, they save a safe lane for themselves here for Team Mushi. On the other side, one push elemental is there, and the Ancient Apparition, and I'm wondering what that Ancient Apparition is for. You need some sort of setup, something, I don't know, to benefit from the Ice Blast impact. But yeah, you see Mushi is like, no, I'm not gonna give you Void, because that would be just too easy.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, overall, just them ignoring the Void, the Shadow Shaman, as well as the Skyriff Mage early on, is a little bit of a surprise. Of course, Southeast Asian scene has always been a little bit different as far as the bans and picks go, but I just completely 100% agree with you that Ancient Apparition, he needs some setup, and actually both the Viper as well as the Ember Spirit are good against Ancient Apparition. Ember Spirit has the Flame Guard to soak up the damage, and Viper just has increased magic resistance from the corrosive skin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this Ancient Apparition, I'm hoping that they will just make it work, get some proper setup, but like you also mentioned, Faceless Void banned, and now Arrow actually banned a Tidehunter themselves as well, since probably Nature's Prophet will be their offlaner.
Yeah. Pretty much right after the Batrider. We saw yesterday a Batrider with quite an impact on the game, and the day before we actually saw the Navi game where pretty much Phonic was the absolute MVP in the entire game. He even had the honor to play Batrider twice, and twice he was pretty much the game maker. Tidehunter, for obvious reasons, we don't have a Ravage, sure. I guess I can live with that. Also yesterday we saw amazing Tinker, but this is also nothing that will be in this game. Mushi is banning out Void and Tinker, and I can totally understand this, because right now, well, what we need is a big teamfight ultimate. We need still at least 2 supports on Team Mushi side, 1 more on Team Arrow sides, and yes, Rasta. That was the logical conclusion right after. So we have the Mass Serpent wards, we have quite some disable. Yeah, I definitely like that. That is gonna be a net Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, it's just a really strong pickup, getting some extra push as well as being on the dire side. Faster and earlier Roshan for them if they want to. So Arrow Gaming now, I guess maybe something like an Earthshaker as the secondary support, or Sand King wouldn't be bad at the moment.
Yeah, like having something to stun. I mean, Skyriff Mage is still in there, and to be honest, against the Ember Spirit, that's the best you can do. Like yesterday we saw a Mushi already playing Ember Spirit, and every time he died it was pretty much, okay, not all the time, but it was with the help of the Skyriff Mage, because when he silenced him in the perfect situation, a perfect moment, just before he wanted to go to his exit Remnant, then this is really screwing over Ember Spirit. If there's enough follow-up damage behind, or if there's, for example, Flame Guard down, even a Skyriff Mage can be very dangerous to you. So this is something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, it might come out, and actually it does as well. The only downside now is that between the 3 heroes, they have 0 stuns. I mean, in theory, yes, they can sprout Cold Feet, but wow, and yes, Gigabyte picking out the Life Stealer, so that's gonna be their last core. And I guess they
greedy.
kind of have to go aggressive tri lane now, don't they? I mean, who's going to be the offlane otherwise?
Yeah, that's it has to be. It has to be. Otherwise, the laning would be pretty weird. But we were right with the Skyrife Mage. That was something I completely expected. Like after you ban Void and Tinker, Invoker and Razor, the Skyrife Mage has to be the logical consequence. I mean, against the Lifestealer, it's not too good because the Lifestealer, if you don't get the silence at the right point, he can just rage out. So Cold Feet, Ice Pass, all that doesn't really impact him unless he's really low HP and like the buff is still up on him after the rage. But besides that, I definitely like the Lifestealer pick. It makes sense, and with the Ember Spirit you can even make a nice bomb. Plus Ned is always a Shadow Shaman who rushes the Blink Dagger, so you might as well have a nice surprise party. Like blink in, hacks, shackle, and then bzz, there's a Lifestealer out of you and doing the rest of the job.
Well, to be honest, I mean, Arrow Gaming, Weaver was a decent enough pick since, of course, Weaver is good against Viper because he doesn't care about slows, and against Lifestealer as well can just try to kite him around. But other than that, Arrow Gaming, they literally have zero stuns. I mean, Cold Feet,
Yeah.
with a Sprout setup maybe, and Sprout is at the moment the only setup for the Mystic player as well properly. So that's really the only downside I have with the Skyrife Mage pick overall at the moment, and just the way they drafted their lineup and the silence. Will it be enough to deal with the Ember here?
That's a good question, but yeah, the lack of stuns is kind of worrisome at the moment for me. And Mushi is focusing even on more like heavy core heroes alongside with the current meta. The Panda is being banned out.
How
On
do
the
they
other
lane this? They have 4 cores.
yeah, it's just it's pretty funny actually.
Centaur support? What?
Support center, no problem.
Support Viper, man? Just poison attack, Viper strike? I don't know,
I don't
man,
know,
what they're doing.
It's a typical Mushi draft. On the other side, that's the funny part. We were talking about how Arrow Gaming should pick up a stun, but instead they ban out the Sand King. They were afraid this one is coming out, and the Sand King was banned. But the decision, I think, on the other side was already made. That Centaur pick came so fast, so Mushi was well aware of that. And then this is pretty much the third hero that could work with a Lifestealer in Fast Bomb. I mean, we have Ember Spirit, Remnant in, we have the Shadow Shaman sooner or later getting a dagger, and we have the Centaur Warner who is rushing that dagger for sure, unless he's playing in a position that would surprise me. But let's see how it's coming out. On the other side, as I said, I'd like to see a bit more greed out of Arrow Gaming, because right now all we have is some split push, okay, magical damage, ancient apparition for some setup, maybe with the Ice Blast, and the Weaver who needs quite some time to come online. So the fifth one, I don't know. Let's see. I think it should be something greedy. It should be another core.
Yeah, I mean, it most definitely has to be. At the moment, they do lack a mid laner, unless they want to send a Weaver or the Nature Prophet there. So, I mean, just there aren't too many mid laners that come to mind that could have the required impact. Tinker, of course, was banned already, as was the Brewmaster now. So, what is available? Storm Spirit, Puck, maybe Queen of Pain. Actually, Queen of Pain wouldn't be too bad if they're already going for the just magic burst kind of style, but
Whoa.
Wind Ranger.
Windrunner, you mean?
Oh man.
Yeah, you're one of those casters who said that name so often now that it's in our brains already. Like, it is Windrunner, and it's a shame. It's really a shame that the more often we cast, the more Windranger we say. But either way,
I mean, I started saying it because it's,
more
I guess
convenient.
it's kind of required, but that was literally the worst change. I mean, I got shocked, man. I had a heart attack. I came back from the army. There was no Windrunner anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
guys, I'm just gonna go commit suicide now.
I actually had a funny event like last week or so. Someone in the chat was like, "Oh, this is a noob caster. He's saying Windrunner, but it's Windranger." I was like, "Yeah." Either way, it's Windrunner. So that is a Windrunner mid position. DDZ.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's not a bad pickup at the moment. It's gonna be their only stun in this game as well, pretty much. I mean, maybe a mini stun if he gets the shackle with the right angle can be just amazing, of course. But a Wind Ranger, Windrunner, however you want to call it, is also kind of a momentum-based hero. But his lane presence is excellent. His early roaming and just the power shot damage can be a great asset. So I'm just looking forward to how well it can do. But I still kind of like Gigabyte's lineup more.
Yep, absolutely. And talking about lineups, we talk about the names first, and also shout out to our statsman who is today here from the Saint Deviant guys, this new project that pretty much combines many statsmen, and HeflaTV decided to cooperate with those guys because we like the project. It is pretty much the same like HeflaTV, only with statsmen. Either way, we're gonna introduce the teams before they're gonna clash here. We have Net on the center, we have Mushi playing the Ember Spirit, KYXY on the Viper, Ohio Lifestealer. They chase a Drain at the moment here, and the last one is WTF on the Rasta. And let's have a look what we have on the Radiant side, because it looks like they're not gonna meet each other.
Yes, for them, MTR on the Ancient Apparition already just trying to scout out some wards to just sentry them possibly. As Lance, of course, will be playing the safe lane carry Weaver, leaving Mosen to be the last support on the Skyrift Mage. Mid lane, of course, taken up by DDC on the Wind Ranger this game, and their off lane will be, well, what I can only guess is Xiangxai on the Nature's Prophet. ...
Yep, I love it. This is not an official game. There's no crazy ticket whatsoever. This is an event just brought to you guys. I did the best to give all the exposure because these games are definitely worth to watch either way. We're heading towards the start, but for now we have to see how they lane it. At the moment everybody is like going everywhere pretty much. Ohio is hiding here in the trees. Well, he might be safe here. To be honest, with the open wounds and a stun set up by the center, we might see here something. The blinks are already coming out. This is probably one of the earliest first blood if this actually works. And Lance, they find Ohio here. Look at this. And now the right clicks are coming and he's using Rage. Probably the best decision here, but the problem is there's the slow and they might actually chase him under the tower, and it is the first blood. I can't even believe this.
Man, these lanes, I was thinking maybe they're gonna run some crazy dual lanes, but Lifestealer and the center ward running around the off lane, like, how can they help each other pretty much? The help is almost non-existent, both of them being melee heroes. I mean, yes, maybe a nice hoof stomp from Net might be able to set something up, but looks like he's like kind of a roaming center with boots of speed. I'm a little skeptical if he can even get in range to DDC. I mean, he has the wind run after all.
Yep, he has to level 1 wind run. That makes it quite hard, so you need to land the stun somehow. But at the moment, Net is more looking for the courier, possibly. The courier is heading out towards mid. It is a salve. So let's see, the Windrunner definitely needs it, but the stun is hitting him, but he got Windrun up, so for now there is the evasion, but this should be enough. One more hit by the Viper, and there they get their revenge. KYXY up to a good start in the mid.
Yeah, I mean, Net came in at a really good angle, and of course the Wind Ranger tried to just kind of run into the trees, but was a little bit unfortunate with Net just saying hello, but
look
what?
Top. Mushi just got that solo kill. The level 1 ward was just enough. Level 2 chains to start with, and that was an easy kill on the Nature's Prophet. That happened so fast, but sure, he's immediately back, coming back to the lane, and there we go.
Yeah, just look at KYXY. He's harassing TDC so much. I mean, he's 8-3 compared to 4-1, but he even went for a bottle, so he definitely wants to tank up the power shot as well as have enough mana for the poison attack. So actually, I think KYXY, the way he started this lane and just them getting the kill as well, TDC is at a disadvantage already, and Net, man, he wants to come for more.
Yep, he wants to go a second time here. And look at the harass on DDC. It's not really working out. I mean, he still has a salve, but this is really bad news. He's actually using the salve right now, so back full HP, but Net is even interrupting the residual duration there. And, well, this is bad news, because that Viper, it's driving out the Windrunner. And actually, we might see a go on 2 lanes here. First of all, there's a go on Ohio. He's slowed, but there's the Rage. And in the mid, well, he's coming back to lane, but Net is sticking around. Like, this is so hot here on 2 lanes. The question is, where does it happen first?
I mean, it looks like TDC has escaped for the time being. Windrun used as well. KYXY didn't predict his movements quite right, and they don't really want to dive the tower too much, just in case. And well, just speaking of diving tower Harrow, they're just between the tier 1 and tier 2. Even the just Nature's Prophet comes in, and they're going for a really early push. Yep. It can be actually beneficial for the Gigabyte side, because with this Ohio might get some nice XP.
Oh, look, Ohio even using here the open wounds just to slow that train because they wanted to creep skip. And now the question is there a deny attempt or is there not? Like, they buff up the chilling touch, and no, this is Nature's Prophet even coming in. Yep, they were well aware of the fact that the Lifestealer can't really do anything, especially if there's also the center not present on the lane because he rather roams. So yep, early tower, early first blood, early tower. Everything is early this game here.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely started off strong. It has slowed down a little bit, although Net has been trying to roam around into the mid lane constantly. As KYX just still puts on their harass onto DDC, and DDC can't really do much of anything. If he tries to counter harass, one right click barely tickles the Viper, and Corrosive Skin 3 points into it, just kills DDC more than the one right click does the Viper. So,
Yep.
man, this lane, I feel for DDC at the moment. I definitely expected it to go better, but just the early death on him just hurt him.
Well, he got his bottle now, so that's kind of okay-ish, but there's also Net always in the background. I don't know if he's getting scouted out by this courier here. No, it should be fine because it's nighttime. But still, like, Net's being quite a nuisance here. Like, if you're a DDC and you have to work against a Viper who's permanently harassing you, and then somewhat a Centaur who's just sticking around, and you never know where he is and behind what tree he's hiding. But at least with that tower down, Ohio is now finding some levels, and that is, I guess, what they desperately need, because that lifestealer somehow has to work out.
Yeah, I mean, and not only that, the support roaming centaur has to as well. I mean, if he gets level 6, he's just gonna be fine once he has the stampede, but he's only level 2, and the one thing that why probably centaur warrunner support isn't the thing is that he has to actually get next to the target to get the stun, whereas Sand King, even on level 1 with the lowest range on Burrow Strike, still has some range. And of course Earthshaker just an extremely long range stun. So
Look at
that's
Ned.
just...
Ned is hiding here, the secret shop. He ate through one tree there, so to discover him is quite hard. I don't know what he's doing here, if they really want to rotate in. I mean, these are two easy kills, in theory at least. Ancient Apparition and the Furion, like both. All you have to do is like get that chain set up from Mushi, a follow-up stun that should be a kill on either target, but of course they're still protected by the tier 1 tower, and well, so far they're not even pushing. The trees make it even harder for them to push on a tower in. So let's see. Ancient Apparition is rotating mid. I don't think, yeah, I think this is just for some XP here, grabbing some XP against the Viper. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, he has to be careful. If KOXY would really wants to just come high ground, pop the Viper Strike, should be an easy kill on the AA. But actually, at the moment, looks like Lance is going for that Hand of Midas. Has it flying out at the moment. So they're going for a little bit of creep, but 6-minute Hand of Midas when you're pretty much rushing it, although you were involved in the first blood, as well as they got the tier 1 tower. I would have expected him to maybe get it a little bit earlier even. But nonetheless, I mean, 6.5 minutes is good, but top lane they're gonna go on Nature's Prophet, Xiangsai, nowhere to run, just easy kill.
Yep, Net was waiting for ages here, but eventually it was successful. I mean, he's still getting at least some XP out of those roaming. I don't know, this roaming style he's playing that center at the moment. Level 2, almost level 3. But that's, we were curious in the draft what he's gonna do, and that's pretty much it. Now clarity up, and they go for the tower as well. But with Mushi not being here, did he have a remnant? Yeah, he has a remnant here in the side, which means he comes back in just a second. Only the timing is not quite optimal, but oh my god, Furion! He goes directly, and now Mushi with the face boots. No, he's not going for it. He's deciding to go to the side. But there's also Ohio waiting here. So Mushi, they decide to go really aggressive. Really aggressive. After they lost the tower that early, they might just want the revenge on this one.
Yeah, I mean, Xiangsai almost TP to his death there, but just barely managed to escape. Mushi, of course, I thought he's actually maybe gonna go in with a remnant, just get the Searing Chains. But I guess the other just stun follow-up was way too far, and can they even get the tower here? Another creep wave is coming, Siege creep is alive, so I guess they can. They force the cliff as well even.
Oh, but they need to get rid of that creep. No, that Trine is actually pushing it, and now we have a plank here, Lance and Mozun. They say like, hey guys, if they push top, we can't really do anything if they commit 4 heroes to it, so we might as well just do something on the tier 2 tower. And well, let's see. In the mid, KYXY absolutely not impressed by this. He is rushing that mech, I assume, which is the best thing he can do, because he just has the free farm. And in the end, tower falls, and now let's see. The Furion actually fake TP'd here top, and in the end interrupted it because Mushi is there.
You mean, but still, Arrow, they got some chip damage done on the tier 2 tower, actually almost down to half HP even. So, I guess the Nature Prophet, or for Arrow with a Nature Prophet, it's always nice to just try to damage the towers however much you can, just to free up the split pushing potential a little bit.
Yep.
So Gigabyte, I mean, Center Warrunner is still only level 3.5, Ohio level 5 as well, so no Infest Bomb coming out. I mean, he only has 8 last hits as well, so getting almost nothing.
Yep.
But then again, Arrow, it's not like they're being super active, although Mosen is level 5, as is MTR on the Ancient Apparitions, so just, if they get level 6,
I like what they,
they
do
can
with
go.
the I like what they do with the ancient apparition here, grabbing this early XP in the mid instead of DDZ just staying here against the Viper. Like that gives them an early Ice Blast, but we have to see what impact that Ice Blast is gonna have once he is level 6. Right now he needs about 2 more creeps to get that level 6 or 3, maybe it is, but maybe
Look at
the smoke is gonna find him earlier.
Yeah, and when they get the searing change, should be an easy kill. Ancient apparition Ice Blast actually threw out, but Mushi might be alive or no. This Wrath of Nature comes through. DDC on the run as well from net. I mean, the smoke actually not working out at all. Mushi went down, Xiangsai just TP'd in, got the last right clicks, forced the pop, and actually net now gonna go for the TP out, but the shackles onto KYX. But do they have enough damage? Ancient sealed up as well. I think they actually are gonna get the kill. Magic Wand, DDC, oh, the wind run poison damage.
That was nice, but yeah, in the end, the Furin is gonna get a double kill here, and they even get rid of the wards. The wards in a position where it did not have any influence on the fight as such, but it did quite some damage on the tier 1 tower after all. I guess Mushi, he expected to get away there. Like, his Remnant was cool, he was running away, face boots on, but the ultimate of the Nature's Prophet, easy go. Now Ohio just getting a harass Ice Blast here, nicely aimed. And yep, MTR, like his Ice Blast, okay, in this mid fight not having too much of an impact, but it's gonna start now, and we have to see how fast he gets that additional level, because level 1 Ice Blast, sure, it hurts, but the level 2 is what you aim for, like as fast as possible.
Yeah, but at the moment that combination, just Wrath of Nature made a difference there, of course. And I don't think Gigabyte expected to get Ice Blasted in the face like that. So, in this game, KYXY, after he finishes his mech, if actually he's going for straight up pipe even in this game, it looks like.
Yep.
So, I really like that decision, but Ice Blast is flying mid lane. Can they get the shackles? No, they cannot. Just so close. But the shackles onto Nature's Prophet instead. Net comes in with a Hoofstomp, has double H level 2. They're gonna get the kill as well. The Hex was even used for it.
Yep, that was a bit too eager what the Nature's Prophet did there. I mean, he was relying on that shackle coming out, but from the side there's Mushi. He focused on Mosoon. The Mystic Flare is coming out, but he still had the Flame Guard on, so it absorbed a tiny bit, and in the end he just got down to 50%. So that's 2 kills for Team Mushi here, and I think they want to continue. This tier 1 tower is the next project of them, and let's see, DDC is still sticking around. There's the Ancient Apparition. Ice Blast should be ready again. It's actually flying, but with the Master Open wards there, nobody's impressed, and
They're
nobody's
going aggressive, searing change onto DDs as well. They need one more stun. Actually, nice shackles coming out. He's gonna get killed net or no, one more right click short. But Xiangsai comes in, finishes the job. MTR though, not as lucky. He's gonna go down so easy and slows onto Xiangsai. Mushi, can he finish it up as well? And KYXY, nope, lands. It's a 3 for 3 so far, and Mushi just gonna TP out.
Yep, he's just TPing out. That was the best thing to do, because there was a Skyriff Mage already around the corner, and with that, yeah, easy one. They're gonna farm the wards in the mid, sure, that's a tasty about 300 gold you're gonna get here on lands, but in the end it was a sort of equal trade, but the tower went down, so slight advantage there for Team Mushi here. But let's see. Net worth is in, guys, and it's 11 minutes, 12 minutes even, and we have to look the first time at the graphs how it looks, and it's a bit of a roller coaster at the moment, but no one was really beyond that 1k mark. Arrow just reached it when they had a better time, but now Gigabyte, Team Mushi here is striking back. When it comes to gold, there it's quite a gradual graph in one direction. Gigabyte having now almost 4k gold lead, of course, 3 kills ahead, like 2 towers, that means 1 tower ahead. That should explain it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more than I actually expected with the way that the Lifestealer was struggling early on, but he's actually been just pretty adamant about farming up the jungle, as well as when the top lane has been free, just farming up there. So Lifestealer catching up for sure at the moment. Do you think he's even gonna go for something like a catch-up Midas kind of, or is just going for like Armlet or standard
I think
Lifestealer?
Midas would be too greedy, but sure, it would be a possible thing, because right now he's farming. He has level 1 feast, show with face boots that should sustain you at least for a while, but at the moment I think they don't even have too much time to like just lay back and farm, because in the mid we have 4 people, and we have to see how much pressure they can apply on this tower. At the moment there's 2 actually replying. Mushi's coming from the side with the invisibility rune. That's the perfect setup, but there's a sentry ward.
Oh man, if he gets into range of that, it can be devastating, but Lance is so low already as it is. I mean, Lance, he can't actually stay in the fight. Wow, even time lapses.
Yep, he just time lapses to get out. I don't know if they know that Mushi is here. I mean, they had vision that he took the rune, I think. Yes, I think that Observer Ward spotted it out here. So they knew, okay, Mushi must be somewhere around. I know he wants to get us. But either way, look at Mushi's farm. Well, he is at the moment. There's only a Broadsword in for him, but he's directly on the way of a Battle Fury, which is to be expected. And since nothing happened in the mid, which surprises me a bit, but they go directly bottom here. Ohio is gonna tank it up. There's the wards with a new creep wave incoming. That should be an easy tower, and I don't think Arrow is responding. They might look for a tier 1 trade here.
Holy crap, man. WTF. He has a Blink Dagger already, plus Arcane Boots and the Shadow Shaman, 14 minutes in. That's sick support farm, and usually we thought that Net is gonna play, but actually Shackles onto Mushi. No, he dodges them, are you kidding me? But the silence is there, he eats his way through the trees. And man, the Shackle onto Mozart in return. KO actually joins the fight, he has the pipe as well if he just wants to pop it if need be. Maybe DDC, can he get the power shot on top of 2WTF? Oh man, Searing Chain, Sleight of Fist.
Yep, that's the easy one. That's a 3-0 trade. Like, they did not expect this. I mean, they didn't even get the tower, so in the end, if you sum this up, this is a 3-0 trade and a tower bottom, and the only guys that do something is Lance and of course the Nature's Prophet here. But look at it, he has a double damage, and this should be a kill. Mushi even holding back there on the last one. Now Lance has to run for his life. Do they have vision? Oh my god, the time lapse in the other direction. They still know where he is, so all it takes is another chain, I think. But Lance, oh, he's trying to juke, and the chain's not hitting. That should be his escape.
Yeah, I mean, but all in all, still a 4 for 0 exchange. That was just horrible. Like, literally, how can one compete like that? Oh, Ice Blast off target as well. So, Gigabyte even dodged that. And I think the biggest thing there was just Mushi using Sleight of Fist to disjoint the Shackle shot there. Otherwise, would have been easy Shackles. But mid lane, they get the open wounds onto DDC. Windrun activated, but Viper Strike there, and DDC, he's slow to a crawl, but do they actually follow up? No, they're backing up KOXY. There's the Mystic Flare into the Sprout, and Piper not, man, he can't tank it up.
Yep, that is just too much. The Cold Feet would have proc there as well. Everybody had the Chilling Touch, like Lance and 3 others, just, you know, beating him down. Plus, of course, the Mystic Flare. That's too much, even for a Viper with a pipe, with a very early pipe. But did you just see the stats? Like only 30% on a Centaur, like on Centaurs that have a Blink Dagger, and that is quite a low number, I think. But oh, look at the mid. There's the Hex immediately, and the Lance is exploding. But Ohio, he has to be careful here. He got that Ice Blast on him, but I think Mosoon, he's down, and now the question is, do they find more? They want to get that
MTR, he's definitely going down. They get vision of him, hexed up, some right clicks, and Mushi, man, he's just going berserk. 7, 1, and 7 on his Ember Spirit. We saw 1 Ember Spirit of him yesterday as well, just absolutely dominating.
Yep.
But that game, he was just jumping into way more disables than this time around, and but he is snowballing.
Yesterday, his the Ember he played was a bit kamikaze style. Like, he had a lot of situations where the other team was just striking back. Mostly he ended up like trading his life for just someone else. It was going in with no way back ticket, pretty much. Today he's actually managing to get out of the fight, so his timing is much better, I think, today.
Yeah, and thanks to that, actually, just thanks to not dying as well as getting the kills, he's heading towards a really fast Battle Fury at the moment. He needs about another 700 gold for it. So he's going to get it by 18, 19 minutes in.
Look at the top line. They want to do something here. Oh my god, WDF, what do you do? He's blinking into 4 people, but they have Mystic Flare, everything on KYXY. The question is, does he proc that Cold Feet? No, it doesn't seem like it, but at least Net is going to get that return. Maybe even more, but of course he doesn't have the double edge, so Mushi's coming in. He's looking for chains, and actually he's hitting those on DDC, but Time Walk, no, he want to get that Skyriff Mage and then follow up on DDC. He's already slowed, and he got nothing left, not even bottle, nothing. So in the end, this is a 2 for free trade.
Yeah, and the 2 literally were supports. I mean, yes, the center died, but he's actually been in a support role this game if you just tuned in. So definitely favorable trade for Gigabyte. And I mean, although the Shadow Shaman is nowhere near to just reaching the tower at the moment, so they can't actually push, I think, it's still, they're always almost just taking the better trades at the moment.
Yep. This is, like, the better trades are definitely on Gigabyte's side. I mean, they worked slowly their way up to a 10 kills advantage now. When we look at the graphs, they go even more in one direction. Last time we looked, we had approximately like 1,000 only in experience. Now we are looking at almost 10k. After this Roshan, it's definitely 10k. But look what WTF did. Like, he locked himself in with the wards. Like, this is something I've never seen before, but of course, easy. Blink Dagger just out. So they do Roshan. Arrow doesn't seem to like be interested in contesting it, or maybe they don't even know the factors. Looking at the gold graph, also 7,500. So the graph's pretty much at the same value at the moment. And now let's just see. That was just the train scouting. But yeah, Roshan goes easy to Team Gigabyte, and Mushi's gonna pick it up.
Oh man, average Battle Fury Bros drum time 24 minutes. He got it at just sub 19. So
Yep,
man,
good timing
Mushi.
there.
There's even an infest bomb at the moment. So actually, never mind. Ohio, he comes out. He wants to continue farming, but double blink there pick up. One for Xiang Size Nature's Prophet, and the other one for Net's Centaur.
Yep. That's exactly what I said. Like this early Battle Fury, like even below the average time of a Battle Fury on a Ember, is absolutely explained by the fact that he managed to get in, get the kills, and then get healthy out, and that is something that we didn't see yesterday. That's why his farm yesterday was, in comparison, at least slow. But oh, the courier lands. He found it, and there he's like yalla la yalla yalla. So WTF might be another target. No.
Beaver is a retardedly good here. Should they get the Sprout onto Net? Do they have any follow-up? No, Blink Hex onto Lance instead, the Shackles to follow. Do they have enough damage Stampede? Hoofstomp to follow, double H as well, and yes, Lance down.
Jesus. They had all the good intentions there, but WTF just good in reaction, like swift and precise Hex, Shackles, and then the Sprout ended, so Net could just easily go for it. So they only lost the Courier, but they got Lance, the Perpetrator, in return. Sure, why not? 10 and 21 here, 20 minutes into the game. And let's see, Aero Gaming, they definitely have to do something, but I think Mushi's the first one who does something, because he finds DDZ, but oh, he's locked in. Look at his Mystic Flare. That's too much damage. This is his Aegis gun, but he should be safe. Aero is already taking a leave here.
Yeah, he definitely just went Kamikaze style, but I guess having an Aegis, when you're about to go Kamikaze, that's the best possible time for it. I mean, I guess he doesn't fret too much about losing it at the moment, since they are so far ahead. They're pushing out almost every single lane at the moment as well. But WTF, he's smoked up. Smoke about to wear off actually, together with Net. Oh, they spotted the Courier.
Yep, but it was not enough. The Courier was too fast, even though it was not hasted up, but still, they just spotted it when it was already over the trees, so in the end, not enough. But, by the way, oh, mid, they find Mushi again, and this time, my friend, you're not protected by an Aegis, so DDZ is getting that kill, and that's of course good news, because this is a monster kill. This is 1,000 gold to DDC, and of course a high value kill, alone for the fact that he's so high in level, so definitely something where Muzun and DDC have a reason to celebrate. I mean, they're still 10 kills behind, but taking Mushi out is good news. At the same time, we have the Nature's Prophet also split pushing, which puts like Gigabyte a bit under pressure here.
Yeah, and Lance has to be a little bit careful still. Doesn't have his Lincoln Sphere quite yet. But Gigabyte, even without Mushi, looks like they just want to go push themselves. Master Predators are down. They are level 2 now as well. Ohio has himself the Essence Y finished. So he's going for that semi-race car lifestealer just without drums at the moment. And the Glyph is even forced arrow though. Doesn't look like they want to commit too much to the defense. Although they will finally come in. Mozan, man, he has himself a vitality booster, so Skyrock Mage isn't as squishy anymore.
Well, this is the Rod of Aoi incoming, and in the end, it is a tower trade, because also look what the Nature's Prophet did so far. Well, they might actually deny this one, but still, like, okay, they're gonna lose the wards, at least some of them, that's quite some gold for lands, but in the end, Mushi's gonna deny that tower, yes, so it's a tower for a tower deny, well, but the gold they lost there, I guess, it's a better trade for Arrow if you take everything in consideration, with the wards being farmed.
Yeah, in theory, but oh, the Blink Hoofstomp follow-up lands. I mean, this Weaver just evaporated.
Yes, this was too fast to cast. like once that stun is hitting on lands and there's any follow-up, then yeah, he's still dying really fast. I mean, he has a Midas, it's ticking all the way, but he still didn't manage to finish that Linken's ultimate orb. Perseverance is already in, but let's see. DDZ, Musun, they're looking for something. At the moment, Mushi is the target. All they need is the silence on him and a shackle that lands. If that is happening, they might get that kill, but also from the north, there's more. The shackle actually landing here, and that should be enough damage, but Ohio also has a word to say here. He's going directly for... Oh, beautiful stun here. Both are getting stunned now. DDC, his windrun is running out, and now the question is, do they get more? Oh, Mosun tried to TP out, but he's getting hexed. Now DDZ is TPing out. It's like everybody is trying to TP, but in the end, I think Mosun is the scapegoat here. He's gonna go down. KYXY just coming to get the experience, but I guess it's for the best, because DDZ managed to get out, and it's only the Skyrav Mage that had to be sacrificed. In the end, it's still a 2-for-1 trade. It's still better for Gigabyte.
Yeah, especially considering that Mushi, he literally did nothing, although then again, Arrow, once they blow their Mystic Flare, they actually don't have too much to just work around with anymore, and now Master Pit Wards again off cooldown. it felt like they just used the top lane, but Ice Blast is flying, Power Shot as well, Tower down though, and just
There's no
easy
follow-up.
escape.
Like that's what we usually see, like, oh, there's a nice Ice Blast coming and we have a follow-up. The problem is we don't. At the moment we have, oh, Nature's Prophet doing the split push style, having a Blink Dagger now, of course, is an easy escape. KYXY tried to go in there, tried to maybe deny it, maybe get even something done on the Nature's Prophet, but in the end it's a successful tower down, and this way we have all tier 1 towers in the game down, but of course even there Gigabyte is one ahead. Well, actually no, I'm lying. I'm lying, because actually the Nature's Prophet, the tower denied in the bottom lane, that was denied by Mushi, so they are quite even in the towers at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Arrow having a Nature's Prophet, I guess Gigabyte, since they are ahead, having a Shadow Shaman might be even faster for pushing, since just them having an Ember Spirit, being able to leave a Remnant behind, TP to a tower, counter push the Nature's Prophet and just come back to a Remnant and join the fight anyway. Although having said that, Mushi hasn't been doing that at all. He's been just solo
look, Lance
roaming
might
the map.
fight another courier, but the courier scouted out and now Lance is going the other direction. Oh, I don't know who juked who here, but that was almost the second courier going down. I mean, it would have been a courier with another 0 value inside, but still a courier down is courier down. It's a nice little gold bonus, but of course the best case scenario if you actually prevent the item from getting to the target. But yeah.
Man, this is the first time on record that SNY was the first bigger item finished on Lifestealer after boots.
Yep, you usually don't see that. Like, if you go race car build, we see face boots into drums, into maybe Sangayasha, then Maelstrom, or sometimes directly Basher. But, yep, Sangayasha directly it is. Sure, if you have the money, why not?
So, pipe activated from KYXY. They want to get the last Arthur Tower as well at the moment, which they will most likely get. Don't even need the Mass Serpent for it. Net he actually has a mech flying out to him, and KYXY has an Aghanim Scepter now on the Viper. So they're just getting tons of items. And when do you think they're just gonna go pressure the high ground? Are they waiting for the next Aegis for that?
Yep, like yesterday we saw it. Actually in the games were, in the first game of the series, or when they were like one ahead, they played a bit carelessly in comparison. But when it was, for example, what game was it yesterday? It was against the Interactive Philippines, when they suddenly had 1-1, then they started to play very carefully, like push only if you have the Aegis, high ground only if you have the Aegis, and even before the fights they made sure they have a pickup or any other setup here.
I mean, I guess playing it safe definitely won't be bad. I mean, speaking of it,
they found the Nature's Prophet. That's an easy kill. There's an Ice Blast flying, but not even close to it. The wards are committed to it, but I guess they don't really care. Mushi also is joining the fray here. He's going, by the way, for a BKB. So we have Mifrahammer, Oko Club already being up on him. For the Viper, well, went for the Aghanim Scepter, but I guess he's tanky enough. He's not a candidate for something like that.
Bye-bye Mosul! Viper struck up, Hoofstomp to follow him in WTF, Feather Shock, doesn't even need the Hex really.
That was very eager, I don't know, finding like free CS here, but knowing they have been around just killing someone of your team and then still sticking around, that's bad news, because now they actually might go high ground. We have Infest Bomb still on Mushi, the Viper Strike spam is already coming out here on DDC, and let's see, oh, they want to find something, but doesn't look like it. Or Mushi's coming in and DDC doesn't have a wind run anymore, so he's going down, but of course they dove quite deep for this.
Yeah, and actually Mushi, nice Remnant usage as well, didn't wait to get silenced, but now another Hoofstomp onto Xiangsai. Shackles connect onto KYXY with Lance. Can he do enough on the Weaver? I don't think so. The power shot is there, net. Activates his mech, KYXY is sprouted up, but Viper's like onto Xiangsai and he fought back. Is he gonna go down? Yes, he is.
Die back.
Oh wow, another Hoofstomp TDC if they get that kill. Nope, Windrun activated. So they're not getting Rexy. Shackle shot, oh my god, 2 heroes. Mushi going down to the Mystic there. Another slow onto Mosun KYXY. Will he be tanky enough as Ohio? He's gonna go down to Lance. Just feeding away gold at this point in time, and KYXY gonna lose his life as well.
That was, I think that was overcommitment by definition. Like 4 down for all that. I mean, sure, they got some kills. They got a DZ kill. They got the Prophet even to die back pretty much. Another buyback happened here, of course, on DDC. It wasn't a dieback. He stayed alive after he spent all this gold for a second life. Still, quite a costly engagement.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 4-for-4 in the end. And as Arrow, they used 2 buybacks. I guess just the feeding away of Gigabyte's sprees kind of evened out the gold that Arrow had to waste for buybacks.
Yep.
Man, this was definitely way too eager, just timing the base like that. They could have backed off, I think, straight after killing DDC there, and just gone for
Look what
Rax.
they try. Look what they try. Aero Gaming. This is a sneaky Roshan. Lens came in, of course, Jikuchi being invisible. There are no wards of either team around the Rosh pit, and I don't think Gigabyte knows this. I really don't think they know. But the question is now, do they continue?
And Net is
Now
gonna
they
come
spotted
in.
it out. Net should probably see it. There's even an observer ward, and now the question is, do they even go on him?
Ooh, the blink comes out onto DDC, no shackles follow up by WTF. Mass Serpent Wars, they're actually just gonna back off from them. Ice Blast to fly Net. He gets it, it's gonna get slowed down as well. Mozen, can he get the Mystic Flare? They need some stun, some setup. Pipe activated from KYXY. Slow on to Xiang's side, he's gonna go down for sure. Just no escape, no TP.
Yep, nowhere to run with the Viper Strike. But sure, I mean, it's a fair trade as such, but it's not fair anymore if they get Roshan, and this will happen right now. They say like, hey, thank you Arrow, you lowered Roshan's HP already for us, so they finished the job. Obviously they're here on the dire side, so a distinct advantage there. But it was pretty close. Like, it was pretty close what Arrow tried there. I think if they committed for it, instead of going back, that might have worked out. Also with the Desolator the Lance just picked up, Roshan might have been a bit easier and faster because of the minus armor, but this way, it's bad news, of course. I think Mushi picked up the Aegis. Yes, obviously. He picked it up, and, well, maybe this is now the time we see a high ground attempt.
Yeah, I think so. It's, I mean, maybe wait for Ohio to get another 400 gold, get the Monkey King bar on the Lifestealer. And actually, even the Lifestealer now just hurts a lot. He's hitting for 220 damage as it is, and just getting the rage, extra movement speed. And once the Monkey King bar is finished, nothing will stop him from just actually connecting with the right clicks as well.
Yep, absolutely. And at the moment we have Ohio here as a lone defender. He's going directly for a Monkey King bar, it seems. So he's defending. That means no split push coming out here by our Nature's Prophet and the little bug. But at the same time we have also Mushi doing the push. I definitely like what Era is doing here. They say like, hey guys, if you go high ground, we're gonna push some other lane, and you have to decide if that's really worth it to commit for it. We also have not the most effective counter push, because right now we have what, power shot maybe, then the swarm. It's not really a fast way to clear out a creep wave. Lance is farming now the ancients. Like, what is he going for next? That's the question. 1.4k gold at the moment. I guess it's all about buyback, because for the next engagement you need to have the buyback because DDZ doesn't have it.
Mushi gonna
Mushi.
get hexed. Ice Blast to follow. It's an Aghanim's Ice Blast as well. The shackle shot doesn't latch, but he actually stays alive. He has the Aegis as well. He has a haste rune even. BKB activated. Searing Chains onto DDZ Net. Can he get the hoof stomp to follow? No, he's a little bit too slow on that, but Mushi, he's going balls deep with his BKB. The physical damage, the focus fire, and they should kill him. No blink, infest bomb, Lance goes down, as does DDZ. And wow, man, just
Well,
massacre.
he pays the Aegis for 4 kills. That was definitely worth it. And now looking at the buybacks, the only people that have buyback on the pitch at the moment is the Rasta and the Centaur. And that being said, they call the GG. They say like, guys, no chance. They already double up our kills, and look at the graphs I just showed them just before they flattened down. That's it. Best of 3 it is. That was game number 1. Gigabyte, Mushi's team here win it. Arrow put up a quite good fight, but yeah, overall it started already in the laning stage. I mean, the early first blood looked like Arrow is, wow, making a huge step, but in the end, like, Mushi's team just struck back, and yeah, that's the result. 31 minutes, 32 minutes actually, and we have a result. Game number 2 will be up in just a minute.